Hello creative Tartanites and welcome to day 8 of 'Tis the Season to be Jolly journaling. Today's prompt is, what is your favourite December recipe? Now, as you can see, I've already got the journal open at the correct page, and you've probably guessed by now that I'm planning to use some watercolours. These are Winsor Newton Cotman watercolours. I just happen to have these handy, so I'm going to use these. I also have Daniel Smith watercolours, but these were the ones that I got my hands on first. Now, the next page is just, well, all the pages are just really thin printer paper that I've printed out on. So this will wrinkle the paper. Now, for me personally, I don't mind that. If you mind it, if you don't like your paper being wrinkled, then choose something different. Look at maybe colouring pencils and colour in the blocks rather than using watercolours. Now, I've just got a sea white brush, a size 10. It's just a flat square, straight edged brush. I've got some water at the side of me, and I also have a cloth to take some of the water off should I need to. And I'm just going to pick some festive looking colours. And I'm just going to do this in blocks. There's no real rhyme or reason behind this. I might even just go a bit creative and try creating my own Christmas tree. Right smack bang in the middle. Why not? 'Tis Christmas after all. Well, for me anyway. For those who don't celebrate Christmas, this is just an evergreen tree that is commonly found in the woods. Just adding just a slight different shade there. There we go. Now, the beauty of doing this kind of thing is that the watercolours are translucent, and it means that if I wanted to journal over the top of that, I could. So I'm thinking I might add a block of blue. Bring that over this way, just because I can. I think I'll try a little bit of this green up here. And that ties in with the page previously. I think we'll maybe go for a little bit of yellow down the bottom, and maybe some green on the other side. There we go. As I said, once that dries fully, I'll be able to do writing over the top of that. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm going to do the same on the other side and allow it to dry. So I'm going to do tomorrow's background today just because I already have the watercolours out, and for no other reason than that. And I'm just hoping that the watercolours are dry enough on the other side that it's not going to go onto where it's not meant to go. I really like this green colour, I have to say. Trying not to think too much about it. There we go. I'll take some of this yellow here. And this is something that you can do with journaling. There's nothing to stop you from doing this. If you happen to want to do a second background, then you can do so. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the next page, but I just figured that as I was curling the paper anyway, I might as well do both sides. Or curling, it's not curling, it's wrinkling. So that is that, and I'm going to pop it. That's this background and this background, and that kind of ties in with this, doesn't it? Ha! I never even thought of that. Anyway, I'm going to put this to the side and let it dry, but in the meantime I'll get on with showing you the rest of today's spread. So here's the next stage. Obviously this prompt is to do with favourite December recipe, so we can either write out our favourite recipe, we can write about our favourite recipe, and what I've done is I have got an A4 size bit of paper This will enable me to either stick on a recipe if I've cut it out, or if it is simply a cut out bit of magazine, then you can fold it in half and fold it in half again, or just in half, however you want to fold it to put it in. And if it's got a backside that actually, you know, if there's a side on it that it's got something that is decorative, is pretty, and you want to keep it, then you can leave it as that and attach it into the journal, and I'll show you how later. Or you can make yourself something that is going to stick onto the bit of paper, and I'm choosing to do the latter. So I've got a piece of card here which is 3.5 by 4.5, sorry, 3.5 by 5.5 inches. Now I say card, it's actually not card, it feels like card. It is Canson mixed media paper, but this is the paper that I am using, so it's mixed media. And sorry about the shadows today. It's actually quite sunny and the sun is shining through the window for a change, so hopefully it's not disrupting your view too much. So I'm just going to pop this bit of paper to the side, and I'm going to grab my pencil. And I thought it would be fun, given that I've already put a snowman in the journal, I thought it would be fun to do another snowman, but do my own version. And because it's a recipe, I thought it would be fun to have a chef snowman. So that's exactly what I am going to do. Now, the kind of snowmen that I used to build as a child really consisted of a small, well, a large snowball, really, essentially. We'd start off with a tiny little snowball, and then we'd roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it in the snow until eventually we had this big snowman. So that was the bottom half, and then we would attach, put on top a head. And we would pack the snow so the head didn't fall off. Now, of course, there was a carrot for the nose, and we'd find 2 stones, one each for the eyes, and we'd find lots of little stones to make the mouth. And then we would tie our scarf around the neck. Only in this instance, the scarf is going to be a neckerchief of a chef. And I don't think you can actually see that, particularly with the sun coming in. But there's it so far. You'll probably see it better once I actually use the pen to go over it. And then I'm going to put on the chef's hat. Which kind of looks a little bit like this. So it's kind of puffed out like that. And then, as most chef outfits have that, I'm going to do that. And then quite often we would add arms. So just doing that. So it's essentially just piles of snow that we would just add on to the end of the edge, rather, of the snowman. And I'm just going to draw in a big wooden spoon. Like so. There we go. And that is my snowman. So there you go. Now I'm just going to go round the main lines with this Micron archival ink pen.
It's an early December morning, no one but we are. We look out the window as it's starting to snow, and I realize as you hand me the coffee cup, I'm falling just like these snowflakes tumbling down, round and around. I'm falling just like these snowflakes.
There we have it. There is our chef snowman. Maybe I should have had his nose missing because he's used the carrots in his stew. because I have the watercolours here, I am going to watercolour my snowman. I think I might just put in a horizon line like so. So I'm just going to use Jackson's Studio Synthetic Brush size 8. I'll bring back, in fact, I'm going to use the Decadent Pies again, just because I really like that light blue colour.
Falling for you, falling for you. Hadn't counted on love for Christmas. This caught me right off guard. But I ain't complaining, it's a wonderful present. A gift that comes in the shape of a heart. And I'm falling just like these snowflakes, tumbling down, round and round. I'm falling just like these snowflakes, falling for you, falling for you. And if I were to make a wish upon a star, would it be too much to ask? A place forever in your arms, and for this moment to last. Because I'm falling just like these snowflakes, tumbling down, round and round.
So this is now almost dry. I am going to attach it to the bit paper. Which I've lost. No, I haven't. Which is here. Now obviously depending on whether or not you've actually, whether it's like a clip out of the magazine or whether you're just using a bit of paper to create an area to write on, you decide where you want it to go. Now I'm going to put it this way, so the fold is on the edge. In fact, I'm going to do it that way so that the fold is at the top and on the edge. And the reason I'm doing that is when I paper clip it in, I'm not catching any of the edges here. So I can either clip it into the top or to the side. Now I think I will go around the edge with some ink. Now as we're going with the green theme, because there's lots of green on the page, I've picked Versacolor Evergreen ink, and I really must get myself some more of these sponges. I'm sure I had bought some, but I've gone and put them away and can't find them, so I think I'll buy some more because this doubling up is not helpful. So just get some ink on the edge, and then I just simply go round the edge, and as you can see, I've managed to spin it round to the red side, so I do need to get some more. what this does is it just helps make the picture stand out a bit. Because as it stands, it's very blue, because there's the blue of the sky as well as the blue reflections in the snow. So that gives it that kind of vignette look, which I quite like. So that's that. And then I'm going to stick it down on there. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac glue again. It does smell a little bit, but it is worth it because it doesn't show on the paper. So I'm just running a bead along the edge. And I'll just do it down the middle as well. I'm trying not to breathe too. I've just got it all on my fingers. And then I'm going to line up as best I can where that's going to go. I'm going to quickly go and wash my hands. So there we have it. That's it been glued down, and as you can see on the back there is no show through. So it's definitely very much worth it. And then bringing back the journal, as I said, it will wrinkle. There is no getting away from it. It will wrinkle. But I personally don't mind that, so I'm quite happy for that to be that. And then I am going to stick that in with this. Now this is the bonus part of this video. I'm going to show you how to make this cute heart. I'll just show you on here. Oops. Come on, there we go. There's a heart paper clip. So easy. I've literally just found it. I can't remember which channel it was on, but there's loads of people who do this. Now the only problem is it does require these, so sort of round long-nosed pliers and cutters, and I'll show you how to do it. You're putting your pliers in the middle, and you are simply bending the two up to meet themselves. Oops. There we go. It's not quite in the middle, but it's a little less lopsided than the one I previously did. And the cutters are, as you can see, this is a loop and this is a straight edge, so we are going to cut it so it is a straight edge. So I'm going to pull that out like that, and I'm going to cut like so. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to curl, well, I'm going to try and curl the ends. Whoops. I'm going to try and curl the ends around in a circle like that. So I'm going to bend them back on themselves. Like that. And there you have it. There is a love heart. Let me just get the journal back. And pop that love heart on. So there you've got 2 love hearts. And on the back you've got little kisses. So there you have it. That is your idea for a journal page today. This is just space to be able to write my recipe or glue my recipe, because depending on what my recipe is going to be on. And I will be able to attach it into my book like so. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again tomorrow. Now remember, take care of your mental well-being, because nobody else is going to. Creative sparkles to you all. Bye for now.